Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Railway Empire's Patchwork scenario for the Germany DLC. Right, let's see, where are we? We need that extra area. We need to get our population up. Still working on those, as you can see. We just need one more area now, which is quite good. Let's see if we can get a cheap one. So, we've got this territory here. It's 2.7 million, it's not that big. But it does have a fair few commodities, although only really 2 of them are useful. We go up here, that's 4 million, and we're going into enemy territory. If we go up here, that's 1.8 Hanover territory. It's quite big. 3 cities. What about this territory here? Oldenburg. Oh, there we go. We can actually afford that one right now. And that's actually only going to add 1 city, but it's going to add in some wool, some wood, some beets, and some dairy. That's actually quite a good one to have, I think. And then Oldenburg gives us options. We've got grain here. We've got, obviously, dairy. We've got wood. Those are going to be useful for getting that city up and running straight away. So let's buy that territory.
The issue with Austria will soon be solved. And then I will turn my attention to your little business.
So there we go, that's another objective complete. We just need to get our population up by another couple of 100,000, which is quite a task, considering where we are at the moment. Our major cities are going to start choking a little bit, so I'm going to start upgrading some of our stations. Try and improve our connections a little bit. There we go. I think we already upgraded Cologne, didn't we? Yes, we did. Let's look at upgrading Essen. There we go. And now these lines here, we can actually redirect those. Oh, yes, we do want this. This is definitely going to unlock new options for us. Nice. So that has now given us access to these down here. Well, this one here, sorry, increases the experience each employee receives by 25%. That means our discounts and our bonuses will improve quite dramatically. Gütersloh, we need to upgrade Gütersloh as well. And we need to start redesigning and redeveloping some of our tracks a little bit. There we go, we've got access tracks here now, which we can use to perhaps bring out this way. Did we go into Hanover? I think we avoided that territory, didn't we, because it was a bit expensive. Where was the other one that we could rework? Was it this one? Yeah, because we've got no commodities down here at all. We do have potential to. It's a long road. We could use this though to connect to Koblenz through the middle that way. Come up that way there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Koblenz up and running. Let's go straight in with a large station just for. Actually, which way round do I want this to be? I think maybe a terminal station might be better, actually. It's going to be tricky to get this in the way I want it. I think we're going to have to go like that. So let's bring some tracks out. And connect that way. Bring that down here like that. Try and loop around some of this mountainous terrain where we can. We're going to have to tunnel our way through some of it. But we can severely limit how much of that we have to tunnel through. We can run sort of along here. It's going to be a really quite nice scenic route to do a ride along with, but That's not amazingly helpful at this stage. Lots and lots of bridges. I'm going to try and just keep our costs down as much as possible. And also keep our gradients under control at the same time. So we've got it down to 386. That's not too bad. That's pretty consistent through there. Tunnel is the most expensive thing there. You can see, look, 262,000 marks of the route is being eaten up by that tunnel. So this needs to be on that line there, which it is. And then that leaves us the ability to run a route in on these lines here to feed the meat industry, and we can also split the line coming out maybe here, or maybe actually coming off here we could just run a second set of lines going in to Cologne that way, and we could relocate the pig industry a little bit. I think we might do that. So we need to get a little bit more cash. New stoker. So we can get some of these trains boosted a little bit. That's a big speed boost. We'll save that for another train. Where's the rest of our Cologne Saarbrücken trains? Let's give them all a speed boost if we can. Okay, so the other engineer we've got is just a maintenance one, so we'll combine those two together. There we go. Improve reliability a little bit. Getting a few warnings of freight not as suitable. They run out of... they've probably just got too much sugarcane. 19.6. Again. Oh, actually no, there is a... They need more wheat. I've got a wheat train here. Again, we'll sort by route. So I'm going from Halbach Hollow to Saarbrücken. And I've only got the one train. So that needs to be cloned. Yeah, we're actually throwing out tons and tons of wheat here. That's good. Most of it's all being shipped by rail, as you can see as well. 92.9, 93% effectively is being shipped by rail. Let's stick a security guard on this train. That one's always going to be full. Some more points to spend. That's the number of applicants. Do I want to improve reliability first? Yes, because then we can go for power next. That's going to be very useful. Cologne's still growing. Essen's still growing. Did we put a candy business in there? I meant to put a distillery in here, didn't I? Ah, nuts. Put the wrong business in. There we go. That's what I meant to put in. There we go. That's better. Worms has dropped again. And what else do we need to get in there? We need to get wood, beer, sauerkraut, clothing. There's so many different things we need to get in there. Why are we not being able to ship some of that stuff back and forth? Sort of watch this train for a second. See what it picks up on the way back. See, it could bring back a full load of beer. It'd be nice if it brought back some clothing as well. It's being serviced. Of course it is. I think that's the only freight train we have running between the two cities as well. Got plenty of Frankfurt to Kassel trains. It's not going back with anything. Why is it... Alright, what's going on here? Our brewery is not producing fast enough. Our tailors not producing fast enough. It's going to cost me $1 million there. $800,000. We need to do that. We also need more hops going in. We're really overworking our hops connection over here. Schmidt Breeding to Frankfurt and Maine. I've got 3 trains running there. I'm going to need a 4th one, I think. Oh dear. Stomach making some very strange noises. And this needs to be upgraded. Yeah, we're just not getting enough in there. So, let's do another bond swap to generate some quick cash. There we go. Upgrade that business there to level 4. That's better. Now we can start supplying hops more effectively across those two. That's Nordman Estate to Worms. Yeah, look, there's only 1 train running back and forth. Let's get a second one of those up and running. The bakery's not getting its goods in fast enough either. We're just really struggling to supply all the goods that we need at the moment. Halbach Hollow's got plenty of grain going in. I think we might need a second station just to process all these trains a bit faster. So I've got 2 direct trains. That's not going to be enough. I'm going to need a 3rd one. Did I just clone the wrong train? I think I might have done. One, 2, 3. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Let's get the bakery back up and running again. Hops are on the way in. Where's our wool coming from? Over here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those trains. Am I getting enough wool produced? Not at all. That's going to need upgrading. Because we've got this connection here as well now, which is also taking a lot of wool, so that's better. Get that business producing wool faster, which means the clothing business can improve. We've got plenty of boots in supply. Look at that, we've got 18 boots. More than enough. But at the moment, we're still not getting anything in. We're getting cheese going in, but nothing coming back out again. Which is a bit of a problem. Let's expand the dairy business. We're going to route our dairy trains away. Just build that extra route over there that we were planning a moment ago. We're going to route our dairy trains this way to take some of the pressure off the other route, which is being, I think, overwhelmed a little bit. Should hopefully be a little bit quicker for getting dairy down into Worms from our cheese business. Get that signals. go. There's no supply tower, is there? No, not on this side. Let's get a supply tower in. There we go. This is just a temporary thing. What I might actually possibly do is run a tunnel through going forward. Actually, that might be a better way to do it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, where's our dairy train? Is it going to auto route? So, Schulter Pit to Worms has now automatically rerouted on that route. It is a quicker, easier route. A lot less traffic to deal with as well. I've only got... see, I've got some of those trains kind of looping their way through, but they're not actually delivering dairy to Worms. So I've only got one actual dairy train going in at the moment, so that needs to change. So where is... There it is. Let's change the platform it goes from as well. Put it on platform... Actually, platform 1's the right one. Let's clone it. There we go. So I've got 2 dairy trains now running through. Essen grows again. Excellent. Let's get the museum in here. Cologne's ready for another business already. I think this city is just flying, isn't it? So, do we go furniture here, or do we go with porcelain? Neither city nearby is going to be able to deal with it yet. Take the goods. We need 100,000 plus for both of these, but it's a start. Which one do I want to go with? Furniture or porcelain? Again, we've already got the boots, which is needed for furniture. So we're using those for our clothing, though. So I might hold off on the clothing. I was just looking at my boots. I've got 31. Throwing out a lot of boots. Yeah, let's go with the furniture business. Again, we've already got 1/2 of the commodities that we need, so we just need the wood, and we are getting wood delivered. Let's stick our furniture factory just there. So from Herman Forest Isles to Cologne, we only have the 1 train. That needs to change. We need 2 of those now. Essen continues to thrive. It's great to see. It really is. Saarbrücken is improving. That's almost at 90,000. So we're actually getting close to being able to get a demand for those chairs, those wingback chairs we're going to be making. That's good. Let's just take a look at the personnel. A couple of new security guards and a new engineer. We'll take all 3 of those. And a new accountant. Ooh, now. Our current accountant reduces auctions by 40%. It's kind of useful, but this accountant reduces the prices for new locos by 19% and has a bonus with the station master, which should improve the station master's dispatch time as well. So let's buy the new accountant. Look at that, suddenly, with that bonus, 30% reduction in the price of new locos. Oh, that's going to be so good. Now maybe we can actually replace our Rhines. Yeah, what was 1.8 earlier. Now it's just 1 million to replace all the Rhines. 48 of them. We're going to do this. We're going to swap them all out. That's going to speed up how quickly our trains move through, through each bit of track as well, which will make our businesses a bit more profitable because they get the goods a bit faster. At least that's the theory, anyway. Problem with theories is they don't always work. A little bit more cash. There we go. So all those have been swapped out. So we did have holders running on this line. Not holders, sorry. Rhines. And now you can see nothing but Class Fs everywhere. Oh, Saarbrücken hits a new population level. Alright, what can we put in here? I think we might take advantage of the porcelain here. Just looking, we've got our material there. We've got coal over there. We could route that through and then link it into the main line over here. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit of a trek for all of our trains, unfortunately, but actually, no, let's hold off on that for a moment. We've got peat down there, haven't we? Do we need anything for that? You see, this is a business that isn't required at this level, unfortunately. So, you know, it's one of those businesses that we just will never ever connect to. It's, you know, in this time zone of 1850 to 1870, there's just no business that needs that material available to us at the moment. Look, so yeah, it's just not needed. It's a shame, but it's a dead industry to us at the moment, or a dead commodity. We could ship it, but there would be no purpose for it. Yeah, I think we'll go with porcelain, because we can bring that onto here quite easily. I mean, it would have been nice to have porcelain in here. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just hold off and wait for porcelain to become available here in that middle industry. So what can we put in here instead? We've already got a candy factory. We've already got a brewery. I could do another distillery. That's going to eat away at my my fruit allocation. There is fruit over there as well. If I go tool makers, I mean, I've got iron over there. I could run iron through Koblenz into Saarbrücken. We've got wood coming in from there, and we could make tools. And then that would open up the ability to do precision engineered, you know, cuckoo clocks, basically, at a later date. Let's try tool makers. I don't have the cash just yet. Give us a second. Right, now I should have the cash. There we go. Position that just there. So, our tool makers doesn't need much in terms of actual commodities. We've got plenty of wood in stock as well, which is good. So we just need a small station, and we can run that through Koblenz. Let's double up the line here first of all. Much cheaper this time, because we've already got the main construction of the tunnel already done. So of the 262,000 marks that we need to buy it to build a tunnel, we're getting a refund of that of 246 thanks to the parallel track. We just need to extend the width slightly. That's always very helpful. And let's get a... This could be quite expensive, but let's get a small station in here. It depends what angle we're going in at, and we'll put the tracks at this position here so that we can expand a little bit going forward if we need to, and connect out this way. Oh, I forgot I put in I put in a small terminal station, didn't I? Okay, so I need another small station over here, and I can't afford that yet. Alright. In which case, we'll take that out from there, and we'll just build a small little station-to-station loop across the top there. Let's get a little bit more cash. There we go. So, small station, plonk it in there, come straight across the top for a small station just there. Actually, I'm trying to think ahead for potential route switches. Yeah. That's good there. Go straight over there, like that. Just a single loop is all that's going to be needed. I mean, theoretically, I don't even need the station, because I'm not... Yeah, I don't even need the station, do I? Because this is going to be connecting in over here. It just means we have to divert slightly around the edge of the city. Yeah, we'll do that. Look at the pricing on that bridge. That's very, very expensive. See if I can maybe reduce that down a bit without putting in very, very steep gradients. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? 184,000. There we go. And I won't bother with passing loop too much. I can't put one in here, can I? I get right up against the... Oh, no, I've got space. I was worried I wouldn't have space, but I have got space. There we go. And so let's put a passing loop up to the bridge. Just so we don't potentially hold up trains trying to get in and out of Koblenz. Need 27 grand for that. There we go, get it signalled. Get signals in place here. There we go. And then all the way through there. Let's signal just here. These auto signals. they never sit properly, do they? When you're on anything with like bridges or tunnels, they always end up screwing up quite badly. Let's do it like that. There we go. And then through here, this is all looking okay actually. Yeah, there we go. So let's run a train from Banholz through to Saarbrücken. Again with the trusty Class F. Where are our busy security routes or commodity routes? It's already got one. That train got one. No. Let's get a security guard on there. Climb to Saarbrücken, still not passing that much between them. It's a bit strange. We're just not producing the goods. We'll slowly let that build up. What about the tailors? Tailors isn't getting enough wool. I've got how many trains running on this? I've got 3 trains running on here, and I've got a random breakdown which doesn't help. I've got plenty of reserve wool. I'm going to increase the number of trains on this route by another one. Let's increase our power as well. Try and again get stuff moving a little bit faster. Meat is not an issue. Plenty of meat coming in, I think. Oh no. Meat keeps flickering in and out. We can do with a second meat train. Especially as we need to make sure our boot production doesn't suddenly start dropping away now that we have 2 other industries in Cologne that also need those boots. How's Essen getting on? Not producing beer very fast. Plenty of extra materials though, so that's good. Let's expand the industry. What about the distillery? It's ticking over at a steady rate. Getting clothing shipped out there. How are these businesses doing? That's level 3. I'm going to buy this business. We can make some good money on this business. There we go. And with the fruit industry, a little bit more expensive at the moment. Look how busy our lines are getting. So many trains going back and forth. Another security guard. There we go. Even with just freight trains running, our stations are still looking as though they're going to get quite busy. Why is he on that track? Oh, I know why. That's why. There we go. And he's delaying these trains from moving. We're going to need to relocate the pig connection, actually. Let's, before we get into too much trouble, let's get rid of the train. Let's get rid of that. Has that reset the train? I think it might have done. Because we need pigs for Saarbrücken, so we need to extend our route a little bit. This is where it's going to get a bit tricky. Where are the signals? Oh, I took the signals out, didn't I? Oh, okay. That actually makes things a little bit easier then. There we go. A little bit of a slope, but we can get away with that. We don't need a supply tower on this bit anymore. space for a train to stack up in there if necessary. And what I'll also do is, again, empty trains coming in, we'll put in a stop there so they don't block the junction. And now what we can do is we can now link trains out this way as well. So this is where it gets a bit trickier. Just trying to get these to come in at the right angle. This may end up becoming as well my thoroughfare through to Cologne from here as well, potentially. Have to see how that one goes. I might do a little bypass of the station, or I might extend the station. Not quite sure yet. Bring that route out. Curve around. And raise that back up. $178. That's not great, is it? It's not really going to make much of a difference, is it? And that's on the wrong line. That needs to be on that line there. Let's go with that. That's not too bad. The parallel costs will reduce the second part significantly, I hope. Yes, there we go, 63,000. Again, I need to have a crossing in. Go. And I do need a supply tower. Let's put that over here. I'll put one over here as well. Well, I haven't signalled that bit at all, have I? Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, check that out. Put our supply tower here. There we go. We're starting to make some good progress. Now, is that going to sort out the broken train we had? There we go. Train that's broken. So let's take out the error. Put that back in. And there it is. There's that broken train. Now, we deleted the other one, so there's no major issue there. We'll clone that train. And then we'll do a new line running in that way. That goes on the other platform. Excellent stuff. Just going to do one train for now. Passenger details. No, production details, sorry. What else are they in need of? They're getting loads of stuff delivered by... Oh wait, I'm on Frankfurt, aren't I? I'm on the wrong city. I want to be on Koblenz. There we go. So we just need pigs. Everything else is kind of drip feeding in. We just need the pigs to start going in. And that's going to get Koblenz to keep growing, you know, by pretty much maxing them out. We'll clone the pig train there as well, because it's a much longer route. And do we own the pig business? No, we don't. Let's buy the pig business. There we go. That'll bring in a nice steady stream of income for us. want a headhunter. We don't really need to poach anyone at the moment. The only thing we're missing is a chief engineer, and I don't want to risk attacking the one of the other operators, because that could suddenly start getting us attacked very, very frequently. Yeah, we'll hold off. Chief engineer would be nice, though. Do we have any trains running on here at the moment, apart from the iron train? No. How's our tool makers looking? Yeah, I think one train will be enough. Still not getting the grain in for the candy factory. There's hops. Hops. Grain. More hops. Okay. That's kind of dripping in, isn't it? Let's try and speed things up through here a bit. I think we're getting a bit of a knock-on effect of having too many trains running through this section here. Can I bring a train through that corridor? And then which side do I want to come in on? I suppose we want to come in on this side, don't we? If we can. Might be a bit tricky. Just thinking it might be easier to maybe just expand the station, put 2 new lines in. Yeah, let's do that. Got to be really careful here. Make sure that bends away enough that it's not going to come into contact with that bridge just there. Then cut that through. I'm going to take it this way. I'm going to try and connect to the line about here, because then I can split the line and send grain over to Koblenz as well. Ooh, why is it kinking like that? Sometimes it gets really frustrating when the track just kinks really badly, and no matter what you do, it's almost impossible to get rid of it. It's because of the angle here, I think. It's trying to cross through there. If I take that out, I should get a bit more control again. Now that I've got the rest of the track in kind of position where it needs to be. It's going to have to curve like that. There's not really much more I can do about that. But we can try and control how badly it curves everywhere else. Run that through there. Yeah, that'll do. Run that through here. Oh, hang on. Gone in on the wrong line. So this needs to be the top. There we go. I'm hopeful this will automatically reroute our grain trains, but time will tell. Is that going to be long enough for a train? Just. There we go. Change those signals. And these ones. And signal up here as well. There we go. And then obviously these signals need to change as well because they're too close. Hopefully that'll be okay. Need a crossing. I need to make this a bit shorter if I can, so I've got space for the signals. Just about, there we go. And let's space those out. There we go. Alright, let's get a supply tower on the run, because it's a long one. Let's plonk that just there. Yes, there you can see. I mean, this one's broken down, but on its return route, it'll carry on this route now, its existing original route through that way, and then on its return, it'll go back and use the new route. So that's going to help cut down on the amount of traffic that's waiting on the platforms here, which is important. And on top of that, it's also going to speed up how quickly through traffic can move. So the next thing we need to do is we need to do that with this connection, not this one, sorry, this connection here. So I need to go in and I need to leave those bits of train like that, because I need that through connection to Schulte Pit and to Schmidt Breeding. But for our grain, which is a really important connection, what I need to do is bring that in off this way. Again, it's going to be tricky because of the bridge issue, and then bring that back together over here. Ideally, actually, I probably want to bring it back together over here. This could make it a little bit more awkward and a little bit more expensive. I don't know, we can get away with that. There we go. And again, this will free up the platforms for the through trains, which will speed up how quickly those goods are getting delivered. So this will hopefully be very, very beneficial for us going forward. We're almost out of time. Well, we're slightly past our deadline again, so we'll quickly get this routed, check the train is going the right way, and then we'll call it an episode. Let's sort these signals out. There we go. So, this train here, and now from Halbach Hollow, want that going off platform 3. And again, platform 3. And again, platform 3. There we go. Now those ones might go in, and then because their route has changed a little bit, they might come straight back out fully loaded again. We'll find out in a second. In it goes. Oh, that was dropping off. That's good. Random breakdown on a platform. Never a good thing. Let's just follow this train. This should now split off here. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. There we go. Problem solved, and there is the first of our Halbach Hollow to Saarbrücken trains coming in, which now should go in on platform 4. Brilliant. So we can now get grain delivered from 3 or 4 different platforms all at once, and it's sped up our through connection as well. Look at that. Excellent. We've got 3 trains running, or 3 trains being filled up, and a through train running through at the same time, which is exactly what we wanted to see. That is really, really going to help us out. So we'll call it a day there. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more of the Germany DLC's Patchwork scenario for Railway Empire here on the PS4 very soon.